day, human Latiosites. This is LatiosAzurill, and welcome to WPL Season 9, Week 11, with the Philadelphia Froakies versus RetroRising and the Universal Umbreon. So, this week I am running, once again, pretty much very similar sets from week to week as I have been. So I got Victini, Volcanion, Mega Aggron, Mimikyu, Donphan, and Cresselia, while Retro has the Volcarona, Dhelmise, Drapion, Gyarados, Mega Lopunny, and Salamence. So, big threats that I see on his team is he's got that Volcarona. That thing scares me. Set up a Quiver Dance or two, and that thing is going to just tear through my team. Aggron and Donphan really don't want to deal with that thing. Flame Body makes me too scared to actually rely on Mimikyu to handle that thing. Cresselia, once that thing starts setting up some Quiver Dances, Cresselia is not going to want to take a Bug Buzz from that thing. Victini is limited to what it can really do to that thing, and really it's going to come down to Volcanion for that. So, I am running HP Electric on Volcanion, so I have something to handle that Gyarados, but the big little thing I decided just to throw in there, just to be that guy, was I actually threw Stone Edge on Volcanion, just to handle that Volcarona. So, you know, I am running a modest set, but I figure even with no investment, even basically with negative attack investment, it should still be enough to take that thing out. Dhelmise kinda scares me, but, well, given that it basically has the triple stab, but there's really not a whole lot that I'm really too afraid of, because, I mean, I guess theoretically it does have the advantage with the steel typing on Mimikyu, thanks to its ability, but then again, it also has the ghost stab, so, you know, I mean, grass stab could theoretically hurt Donphan, but I'm not too worried. Drapion scares me because that thing can do a lot of, I don't know exactly what kind of set he's running with it, but it really, it can be a problem for, especially if it starts toxic spiking. That could theoretically be an issue. Granted, it would only affect 2/3 of our team, but it still can be a problem because it puts us on a timer. Gyarados, I mean, it's Gyarados. There's really not a whole lot I can say other than it's kind of scary. Although, once again, I do have the HP Electric on Volcanion, and I do have Bolt Strike on Victini. I am running Scarf Victini, so the only way that Gyarados is outspeeding me is with +2, so it would have to go for 2 Dragon Dances. Mega Lopunny is always a threat. Even Mimikyu can have some issues with that. Once again, I just can't let it fake me out, because Scrappy is a thing. So, honestly, I just need to prepare for that. So, honestly, Cresselia is probably my best bet for that kind of thing. Of course, I do still have Victini, but even then, that's kind of, I don't really want to risk it, because I need to OHKO it, and, I mean, since I'm locked in, well, you could always switch. Salamence. Once again, Salamence, it's a Salamence, it's a threat. I got Ice Beam on Cresselia this week, so that could theoretically help us out. We got, I mean, Donphan's got Stone Edge, so, well, let's see what happens. Let's get into the match, shall we? So I am actually, while he leads off Drapion, I am going to lead off with Aggron. He's actually going to straight up switch into Volcarona, which I kind of get. Well, I'm just going to take the opportunity to set up rocks. So at this point, I figure he's probably not going to want to switch out his Volcarona, but I'm going to see just in case. I wanted to see what he was going to do. I actually let Aggron take the Flamethrower. So at this point, I'm going to let him set up a Quiver Dance, switch into Volcanion, and he's actually going to go for Giga Drain here. But interestingly, I guess he didn't probably expect the Stone Edge right there. That is going to actually take that thing out. So, Stone Edge really did work out for us. Now, at this point, I don't want to mess around with the Drapion. I'm just going to use up my Z-move. So I'm going to go for the Inferno Overdrive at that point just to get rid of the Drapion. So right there, Volcanion's going to get 2 KOs. At this point, I'm actually just going to sack Volcanion off here. I'm going to let Lopunny just take it. So, at this point, I'm going to bring Cresselia in, and I can just start setting up some Calm Minds here while he goes into his Dhelmise. So, he's gonna knock off my my leftovers, which It's unfortunate, but that's not the end of the world. So he's gonna get rid of the rocks. That's a spinner, obviously. So I'm gonna get for another Calm Mind here. He's gonna Anchor Shot, so I'm gonna be locked in the match. I don't really care. I'm not really planning to switch out because it's not like I'm toxic. Power Up is gonna do a little more damage. I don't really want to mess around at this point, so I'm gonna go for Ice Beam. But interestingly, he is going to just switch into Mence right there. I'm not totally sure why, because I figured the Ice Beam would be a little obvious at that point. But regardless, it's going to Oko him. So that seemed a bit of a misplay right there for him. So he's going to go for a Dragon Dance, going to get +1. He's going to get a flinch off with the Waterfall. I'm just going to Sacro Sally at this point, because there's really not a whole lot I can do, because I got flinched. That's life. I can't really complain about flinches. So I'm going to let Bikini come in, Bolt Strike, take out the Gyarados. At this point, I'm actually going to switch into just sack off Aggron at this point, because I just want to... basically, I want to basically just take the guaranteed win at this point. I'll take the 3-0, because all I have to do is, as long as I don't miss a Play Rough, Play Rough's going to Oko the, with Life Orb's going to Oko the Mega Lopunny. Then all I have to do is Shadow Claw, easily outspeed the Delmite, and that's going to be GG. So, I mean, I guess I theoretically might have been able to get a 4-0 if I did a little more, risky, but honestly, I just want to take the safe win at that point. So, that is going to be game. So, we're not even going to end up using Donphan in this match, which, somewhat unfortunate for Donphan, but hey, you know, that's fine. If Donphan gets the week off, what can I say? But yeah, it worked. The match went pretty well for us. I mean, this week we didn't really have any hacks working for us at all, really. I mean, we got hacks by one Waterfall, but honestly, I'm not going to complain about it. Once again, I love seeing flinches happen. I'm probably one of the few people. Even when I get flinched, I really can't complain. I just think it's funny. But that is actually going to bring us to 6-5. So we started the season at 0-4, and somehow we managed to bring ourselves all the way to 6-5. So there's one more week in the main season, so we might actually make postseason, which is kind of insane when you think about it, considering we lost our first 4 matches. But hey, you know, stranger things have happened, I suppose. We'll see what happens next week, if we can actually win one more match to bring us to 7-5, or if we're just going to end at 6-6. But honestly, the way this season this started, I am more than happy if we just end with 6-6. That was kind of crazy how things turned around for us. But yeah, so mixed Volcanion worked for us. That Stone Edge on Volcanion definitely worked out for us. So yeah, with that, thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for the final week of the main season of Season 9 of the WPL. Goodbye!